Three snaps in a Z formation. Dow Jones Industrial Average is up today. Triple digits. What's going on?
Hi, guys. I guess the Jews are at home buying stock. That's what's happening here. Anyway, market's up 200 points. It's kind of funny. We've blown through. Look, the Dow's above 26,000. That's now support. The S&P's above 2,900. That's now support. It's been clear. I kind of think part of this could be some short covering because I think people were betting against this China story, right? The China tariff story has been thrown out by the White House. It's been tweeted out by the White House. 200 billion, 247 billion. We're going to do it today. We're not going to do it today. And so, I think Kudlow and some other people came out yesterday. JP Morgan, in fact, said 10% tariffs is not a big deal. It's not going to happen for a year. And by the time it's installed into the marketplace, there'll be a deal on the table. So they've completely just blown out that whole negative narrative. People are sort of become not apathetic, but just anesthetized to these tweets that one day we're at war, one day we're not. At the end of the day, nobody wants that, right? So I think that's what's happening. The market is betting that we are going to make a deal.
Make money, not war.
Correct, exactly. And besides all that, so it's a Wednesday in September. Volumes have still been kind of light, okay? But I think we're going to start ramping up into the end of the year here, starting this weekend. Starting the end of this week, we have an S&P quarterly rebalance, which is massive. We have a Russell month end, which is also pretty large. So I think we're going to start seeing that kick in. I think over the last week, we're seeing money change hands. People are getting out of one sector into another. We're seeing some, super light intraday volume, rather large closing volumes. So people are moving money around, setting themselves up for this rebound. That's about it.
So we do have some opportunities for a lot of volume on Friday with this rebalance. What is a rebalance?
So what's a rebalance? Depending on whether there have been buybacks or secondaries during the year, whatever the stock's balance is within an index, it's based on valuation, it's based on shares outstanding. It's way over my head. But basically each stock that's in the S&P index has a valuation relative to its shares outstanding and to what's going on during the year, whether there are buybacks and secondaries or whatnot, and valuation. So every quarter they have to rebalance their value and percentage within an index. So that may be to buy or to sell relative to stocks that have gone up. Often will have to be sold on the rebalance. Stocks that were secondaries may have to be bought on the rebalance so that they're just basically equalizing their status as a percentage player in an index. We have them quarterly, we have them month end. The Russell does it monthly with rather large things on a quarterly level. The S&P does it quarterly. Right, individual stocks are done on any given basis, depending on whether they're being added into an index or taken out or being rebalanced within the index due to secondaries, buybacks, other things like that.
Oh wow! Okay, so it's not just changing their percentage. A stock can actually get kicked out or put into an index during a rebalance.
Correct. Right. Last quarter we saw General Electric taken out of the S&P, right, or out of the Dow. But you do see stocks that are being actually added to due to valuation and other price factors, stocks that are being taken out for the same reason, stocks that are no longer a valued asset to the index. And then there are stocks that are being rebalanced within the index due to secondaries, buybacks, and whatnot.
So does the average retail investor partake on a day like this, or do they usually shy away?
I don't, if they're involved, I don't think they're not the big players. There are people that buy there are big houses that will actually buy the trade. Right, so it's a big volume day. It's a great day to get commissions. Most of the big guys usually play that game. No, I don't think retailers are involved.
Well, it sounds like quite an exciting day to start the weekend.
It will be an exciting day to start end of summer, to start September, and to start the end of the last quarter of the year. Mm-hmm. So it'll be a big blowout, I'm sure.
We'll get back into the swing of things over here.
We also don't know, normally when markets are up so much, rebalances tend to take the other side of the trade as people are taking profits into the rebalance. We may see that. The markets are trading. We're at 26.5. I believe this is a record, right? The market just broke out. So I think this is a Dow Jones Industrial record as we stand. Give me 5 on that.
Say what?
I think it was 26.3 before that. So we're in record territory. virtually across the board. Stop the madness.
Stop the madness. All right. Well, you know what? What better to celebrate Yom Kippur than today?
Giddy up on that. I'll see you all later. Happy New Year.